Well, welcome back, comrades. Hello once again, friends and fans. Raptor here, continuing to die hard, baby, as we continue the Wargame AirLand battle campaign. We just finished off the battle group for Panzerbrigaden, and we got 10 morale points for doing so. As you can see, our comrades here are celebrating. Apparently there's a Harrier about to bomb them, but they don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it's just a generic image. So let's go ahead and click OK. Debriefing, total victory. 222nd Guards Tank Regiment won a total victory. Panzerbrigaden has been destroyed. Morale points +3, -1 of initiative points. -3 for morale points, and -1 for initiative points for the Swedes Panzer Brigade. So anyway, we're now saving since we've completed that. And we've now got to continue on through to Copenhagen. We had 12 days, I believe, to do so. Here we go with deploy reinforcements. Nice T-55 there. Reinforcements are coming. The 9th Motor Schutzen Regiment is available from the deployment menu. Click on its icon in the top left, then click on deployment sector, Keel in this case. It will be at your disposal at the next turn. Okay, so Keel, where is that? Should probably zoom in a little bit and find out exactly. Here we are. So they will invade from the south at Denmark. Apparently Denmark has flooded. Apparently the whole country is underwater. It looks like this whole thing is kind of just floating in the ocean. So we've got 20 points for the East German Motor Schutzen on day 1, and that's what will come. So basically how this is set up is each different day you'll receive a different amount of troops, different groups, battle groups. Basically think of them as decks to choose from. Also with these with the Navy floating around, you'll get more points as well to deal. Well, you'll see as we go along. But anyway, we can deploy these. We may as well do what the computer said since it's kind of a tutorial. So at the start of the next turn, they will be in Keel, and we should be able to engage them. So what we'll do for now is we'll directly go into Copenhagen. I don't know if I have to right-click. Yes, right-click. Okay. So we can send orders. So at the end of this turn and by the start of the next, we should have Copenhagen and Keel will be under attack. So 25 morale points for NATO, 10 for Pact, and this costs 20 points to do that. So we must have had 30. I'm not exactly sure how it works. Again, this is my first time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I almost got choked up at how beautiful this game is, I know. But anyway, let's start. So we're sending our orders. Keel is now here, and the Motor Schutzen from there are here. And it's now... timer is continually going. 6 a.m. Destroy resistance with nuclear weapons. Taking Arahus is absolutely crucial to attain this objective. The Kremlin allows you to use tactical nuclear weapons. Select a strike from the deployment menu and target an enemy sector. The combat group located in that sector will dramatically lose morale and initiative and will be immobilized. All you have to do is finish it off. So, comrades, let's do that. It looks like there's a possible German, I don't know if that's a generic icon. That just means NATO troops, but anyway, we have been authorized by the Soviet Union to launch a tactical nuclear strike against the enemy. The tactical nuclear weapon, type, strike, delay, immediate, time, 24 hours. Effect, any enemy combat group in the targeted sector from 6 a.m. till the next 24 hours will lose 4 morale points and 2 initiative points. It will also be immobilized for 24 hours, and all enemy infrastructures in the area will definitely be destroyed. Any sector can be targeted. Well, we have to launch this nuclear strike. It has been ordered by the Kremlin. Unfortunately, it's about to get a little hot in Denmark. Let's do it. Tactical nuke has been launched, and it is now happening. I don't think there'll be any animation for it or anything. There's not going to be a flash, but just know it's a little hot tonight in Harus. That sounds like something from 300. Harus, when they put up their shields. Well, I hope they've got radiation shields on, because it ain't good for them. So we'll I actually sent the orders on that. I think that has to deploy. It did say immediate, but I don't know if we had to do that or not. But anyway, they did have that had some effect on them. So oops, got to right click on that now. So now that that's done, I didn't want to head in with the nuclear thing flashing, so I did want to wait a little bit, but it is for 24 hours, so we have engaged them, and look at how severely limited they have been. Conflict occurring in zone Aarhus at 1:30 p.m. Starting points 1,750. Victory, a very scant 1,000. Starting points for the Panzer Brigade there, the German troops. Yes, we were correct about that. 1,000 points. Oh, and the Soviet Union now likes us because of our they've added us on Steam. I don't know if you saw that, but anyway, starting points 1,000, victory for them 4,000. The orders are, of course, to launch battle. It is the will of the people. It is the will of the proletariat, and the Prolet Bureau knows what is right. So to Keel, to Copenhagen, and to Stavanger. So ironically, I thought we controlled Keel, but actually the enemy still controls. We might control Keel, but what we don't control is the sector that actually leads to it within this area. So, as you can see, we've got large shipping ports here. They have been nuked, so they are demoralized quite a lot. There's not going to be any resilient damage or anything of the game, so don't think you're going to see world in conflict. But there are a lot of buildings, a lot of small towns. Nothing better to do now than just get right into it. We've wasted enough time with the nukes and all that. So what I'm going to do is probably go for Keel, since that is going to be, that actually is very close. And I'm actually going to look at the highways here just to kind of see where things go. Oh, wait a minute. Is there there's a major highway that goes right into... Okay, that is a little too far. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put my troops here in this corner, hop on the highway, and head right into Keel. Now, obviously, the enemies will have ATGMs here, here, possibly here, and there will actually be an ATGM launcher mounted onto an ATGM as it fires. So, anyway, it's kind of like the Simpsons episode where dogs shoot bees, and when they bark, they shoot bees from their mouth. Yeah, escalation, baby. So we did lose a few tanks in our last battle, and as you can see, we're short that number of tanks, but that's all right. We do have one that's hardened, but we'll continue to train our trained... we'll continue to have the non-skilled workers become a little bit more skilled through battle. And we'll need our T-72As then. And we're going to call out 8... we're going to do... let's see, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then I think I want... I wish we had a different carrier. I do not like the BMP-1P for these troops, but and I'm not going to even mess with artillery. We do want to use the helicopters, though. That was very effective last round, and we'll have them go to the south, and we'll have our recon come out with them as well. We've only got one of these recon choppers left, so unfortunately we did lose one early battle, but hopefully we don't have that happen again. Another thing I want to do is to defend against enemy attacks. We will have to use our motor streliki, which consists of basically just filling up the whole factory with Soviet troops. And that should be good. And we'll actually keep our UAZ right in the center of it. There is no way they're going to get in. Now, also, we did lose a few Strela, unfortunately, but they might have been replaced. I am still going to put them there just in case we get helicopters. So that should be the extent of our defense. I'm also going to bring a few Strela who are veterans with our T-72s. Also going to bring some recon, actually a lot of recon, just in case we lose any. And motor streliki should be able to... What I don't want is to get bogged down in Ivan. And a lot of these smaller sectors are just a waste. Why would you even capture a 1-point sector? It's just too much work and too much to monitor. So what we will do is, actually for tanks, we're going to actually bring out more motor streliki. So let's bring out 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 2. And we've got 0 reinforcement points left, which I thought we actually would have a few more to spend. But anyway, let's go. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to get those BMPs rolling. Oops. Screw it, let's just get everything on the highway and be as quick as possible about it. We'll have all these troops deploy, and we'll have our choppers get moving. Now, guaranteed, the enemy is probably right down here for some reason, but we'll move all the way around the long way. And ironically, everything gets uncaptured. I don't know why. These BMPs, though, are going to have to be the first ones into battle. Oh, come on, don't select this Strela. Select the BMP. There we go. So, anyway, if worst case scenario, there's nothing in the Keel zone, we will get the 3 extra reinforcement points for it. So we're going to have our BMPs do a little, actually, we can have our Mi-2 kind of fly over the city. Just to see what's there. These little towns down here. Oh, I already hear ATGMs. Yep, shocking. And 1 BMP down. Shocking. And... wow, I should have brought artillery for smoke, but... That's alright. So we'll have our Strelas pull off the road. Another BMP down, shocking. Another BMP down, shocking. Oh boy. Well, anyway, it's just going to be best to get on top of them and start firing. And let's empty our troops so we don't lose any. Wow, that's ATGM heaven for them. Start taking out the better ones. Or at least the closer one. I'm going to try to train all guns on them. So that way they at least get panicked. Meanwhile, our MI2 is going to do a little scouting. Ah, and there comes more Jaguars. Oh, not you, Motor Street. Okay, you get back in there. Alright. So there's tons of troops in there waiting for us. Actually fairly even though, even though we've killed about 1,000 martyr. So let's find that command. Obviously there's going to be troops in those buildings, so it probably won't be smart. I smell a command moving up here, though. There he is. He is trying to flee up that direction to the north. Oop. Martyr rolling, we're going to want to stay away from that. Alright, we'll send in our troops. Ah, damn it. I told him to retreat a long time ago. Well, now we've lost that. And we've also lost our tanks. I don't want to get any closer with our tanks there. But while those martyrs are distracted, oh god. There goes one Mi-24. Man. Well, the Germans definitely didn't make it easy. So much for being nuked, huh? Just half the Russian army engaging that Roland, almost. Just maybe 10 more troops should do it. Recon immediately taken out. There we go. Now, time to attack the north. And I know every little window has an ATGM in it. You can rest assured with that. So what we're gonna do is try to move into Dmitry with our infantry. Meanwhile, I will secure Keel and send all of our troops back to the FOB. So we're basically going to punch through Dmitry and center to get to Stavanger. Hopefully we can end this before the end of the 15 minutes, and I'm also going to bring over some supplies. Hopefully that FOB will be enough. So anyway, Lessons learned there about ATGMs. The enemy brought quite a bit of those, which disrupted a lot of movement in that area. Of the 1272s we brought in, we only have 6 left, which is a little unfortunate. But again, this is just my first time playing, so I'm not exactly sure what tactics the computer likes to deploy, and apparently they like ATGMs, and those were some really good transports to take out those T-72s with. We'll now wait for additional points, so that way we can get that command vehicle bumping, and it shouldn't be too much longer. So BMPs here. I'm actually gonna. Now I'll guarantee you, there's like probably ATGMs here in the woods or something, and that's where the enemy will watch for us. Also, these BMPs barely carry a lot of fuel, so we'll have to stay on the road for that, which means moving into or through these towns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually empty the infantry and go right through these towns, and once they're on the other side, send the transports through again to pick them up. The UAZ will be defended back at the Copenhagen main base, and our motor Streliki on foot will continue. Actually, we're going to regroup them here and try to move into Elena, make sure they can't hit us in the flank as we're moving through, as they're likely to do. 77 points now, waiting to 100 before we get our transport. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm really scratching my head on this one too. Not as talkative as usual, just because I'm trying to think of what to do with this map. And it's a beautiful map. Really just a great game. And I'm real surprised this isn't a command zone. Look at all those. This is Denmark, so probably full of beer that the Swedes like to drink. Yes, usually underaged youths from Sweden will drive all the way to Denmark to get beer. True story, bro. Okay, so we've got our troops moving into positions, and I think the Germans will probably be around Boris and Elena, lightly in center, and then when we start to attack Stavanger, that's when they'll come down like the hammer and sickle, baby. Also, we have elite commands. I don't know how the hell you get an elite command. I guess it just parked while the guy eats cheeseburgers, or in this case, pierogies, I guess. Gives them a little bit of experience. Move up the Strela as well. Haven't seen any choppers or anything yet. Again, I say yet because who knows. We'll bring up some transports for these guys as well. And it looks like we've only got 30 of them left. Meanwhile, any of these extra BMPs will stay back at base, just because I don't want anything else getting shot at with ATGMs for no reason. So we should have Keel under our control. Once Keel is under our control, again, it's a little risky to drive that UAZ out there, but I'm willing to take the risk because we've got about 10 minutes left and only need a few more points. Looks like the city's clear, so we're going to move up and push our troops on to center. And BMPs will come up next. Going to have the motor Streliki move into Elena. If that's clear, we'll move to Boris. So center and Boris should be under attack by the end of 8 minutes. And Keel should be ours by the end of just at the top of 9 minutes and 52 seconds, I'm assuming. Or less. Alright, so we've got T-72s moving in as well. They've already cleared the area, so they're safe to bring up. Mi-24V is on the right side for support. And Strela are moving up to also provide AA cover. Meanwhile, motor Streliki are moving left into Elena, and I'm actually going to have them go house to house, try to get these further in points, just in case we're attacked. In fact, if Elena is clear, I'll try to move into Boris, but if it's not, I'm just going to sit there so they can't hit us in the flank. Meaning, if I see anything in other sections of Elena, and there we are at the top of 10 minutes, capturing Keel. So, good. Now all we have to do is wait for some points to trickle in, and we might be able to get some jets that can actually do something. We've got 160 point MiG-29. Oh, hold on a second. Hello, NATO. What is this? Ah, Roland. Gonna have those T-72s engage that. Roland's awfully close to that Mi-24. Oh, here we go. ATGM revenge, bitch. Yo, dead. What? One German ATGM killed half of my army. Meanwhile, you get away with it? Oh, you jerks. Alright. Well, this has exceptional ECM, which is electronic countermeasures. Hopefully this Roland gets cut off here. Okay, apparently my ATGMs are very good at disrupting dirt and enemy dirt movements. Let's kill that Roland. Very good. Okay, so we'll hold there for now then. BMPs are in a good position in the rear like that. And we'll keep these T-72As away from the town. Meanwhile, I should bring in another helicopter. they can both be friends. And we've got 8 minutes left, so Motor Streliki are going to continue to move in. Recon's going to be a little delayed because it's going to have to drive, and we also need the points for that. It's probably going to be the 45 BRDM2. So we'll stop our tanks here. Actually, let's have these stop. What is my hotkey for that? I don't know. Anyway, stop for that and stop for this. Oh, hold on a second. Enemy target. Looks like... oh boy, ATGMs again. Jaguar 2 sitting right there, I believe. And I'm sure there's AA around. So, let's have our good friends fly all the way to the right. Looks like they've got enough fuel to do so. And we'll bring up our BRDMs now. It's a Martyr 182. We should be okay if we stay that far away, I believe. But if not, we should at least have enough tanks to outnumber that one vehicle. Now what I'm going to do is split up our troops by going to display formations and splitting up. We're now going to have all troops move in. And we'll keep 2 in the back just for a second, and we'll have them layer the offensive. Meanwhile, these choppers are going to hold in the back to cut off enemy reinforcements there from the woods, and also serve as capturing commands as soon as those flee, which you know they're going to do. So here comes the Motor Streliki. T-72s will be in support. Oh boy, we have ourselves a good old-fashioned attack here, ladies. We have a good defensive position on the left. Our command down there is really well defended. You know, I may have screwed up. Oh, by the way, shocking that the enemy has Rolands. May have screwed up with that whole tactical nuke thing earlier. I hope not, but come on, Roland, get stunned. There we go. Oh, we can't see him now. He's camouflaged by all those whatever. Kill that damn martyr. Oh, ATGM's hitting us from the flank. And now they're disappear. What is that? Why is it when I shoot once it disappears? Oh, you're not damaging that tank. I don't think so. Fuel leak on one of those. He won't be spotted again until he fires, even though Motor Streliki should be having eyes on him. Anyway, Recon is finally here. And more martyrs are moving into position with 4 AT... Ooh, wait a minute. 8, okay. What? How can he get stunned and take out 2 Mi-24? Okay, alrighty. I understand. Well, this game's going to be filled with a lot of that lucky stuff on the computer side. But, yeah. You could call out 5,000 choppers and it's just not going to help you anymore in this game. The enemy is fleeing though, which is good because with those martyrs out of there we can finish off a command vehicle and end this thing. Mi-24. Oh. Wow. ECM doesn't mean anything. Neither did those bombs. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I'm pretty disappointed with that, really. Now, again, that Roland is basically a tactical nuke launcher. With 2 missiles, he took down that... now, yeah, he was flying right over him, too, but come on now. All those choppers. I do not like Roland's. German missiles, they're a pain. Can we please kill something today, Russia? Quit mentioning Zhukov if you can't even manage to kill one transport. Alright, let's finish off these Jaegers. So we only need 25 more points. We have 4 minutes left. Again, another success here. It looks like some troops are moving through Elena, but it doesn't matter. I've got my flank well defended against enemy troops. Because I know they just have ATGMs here. Jeez. Should have just brought nothing but all of China with me and gave everybody a handgun. Germans would never have been able to touch us. Oh yeah. So that's the end of that battle. Again, that is the end. Total defeat for NATO, a total victory, and Lieutenant General on their side again. Whew. So anyway, and there's all the kill lists. Boy, where's that one BRDM? Or rather, the one, I guess they don't list enemy vehicles, but whatever. So, anyway, until next time, friends and fans, this was Raptor reminding you that ATGMs and AAs are just, well, they make Raptor a sad face. Okay, bye. See you. Auf Wiedersehen. Well, hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here. We just finished taking all of those areas in Denmark, including Copenhagen, which gives us a total victory. The 222nd Guards Tank Regiment won a total victory against the Panzer Brigade, who has routed. Morale points +3, initiative points -1, -3 and -1 for the enemy. And we now have Copenhagen and all of Denmark. Looks like the Germans actually have developed some sort of... what the hell was that? Alright, taking Aarhus was the main objective of our campaign. This victory gains you 100 morale points. Yay! Despite heavy losses, Aarhus is now under the control of Pact forces. After hesitating to court-martial the officers responsible for this operation, Soviet staff has decided to own the merits of this rather unorthodox maneuver. Major victory. Wonderful. Fantastic. So that marks the end of that campaign, everyone. I guess I kind of cut it short there. Only having to capture 3 little areas from Denmark and having the Germans retreat back into Norway, which seems a little strange, but they had nowhere else to go. So, anyway. Yeah, that was good times. So until next time, friends and fans, again, I know I've said it once, but I'll say it again. ATGMs ain't none to fuck with. Okay, see ya. Bye. Well, Heidi-ho there once again, Wargame Arenos. How are you? Raptor here. Oh, baby, it's Wargame AirLand Battle.